Hey miners, Mining King here. Today we're going to be taking a look at that iPollo Mini ETC Classic again. So let's get right into it. iPollo Mini Classic here, and we pretty much put it back where it was. We're going to see if we could trick the wife here. We're going to call it a Wi-Fi toaster. So let's I got this thing back from Belay Mining. I've tested it out. You do have to use an Ethernet cable just to get it set up. It is on Wi-Fi right now. I just wanted to run this for a day just to make sure it worked because I had so many problems with my last one. Let's let this thing mine for a little bit. I'm once again doing this early in the morning before the wife gets awake. So yeah, let's see what happens when she wakes up. All right, guys. So the wife just got up. She is making her coffee. So let's see what she thinks about the new appliance. Hey, babe. You making your coffee? Did you see the new appliance that I picked up at at Best Buy?
Babe, what is this?
It's the new Wi-Fi toaster from Black & Decker.
You promised you would not invade my kitchen with mining things. That is my sanctuary.
Well, so it looks like I got busted, guys. So let's go ahead and head over to the computer right over here, and let's check out some stats on this iPollo. All right, guys. So we're over here at my computer, and we are at the Belay Mining website. This is where I picked up my iPollo from. I did pay for this out of my own pocket. So as you know, before in the previous video that my iPollo was bad, I believe the Ethernet port was bad, possibly, or maybe something on the board, because I tried like 3 different programs to scan the IP, including the one from ipolo.com. And no matter what I did, I could not get this thing to show up. I did an RMA with Belay, and it was a pretty fast process. It took about a week because I had to ship it back to them, and then they shipped me out a new one. It was a great customer service experience. As far as for me, I probably emailed them, and probably within, I would say, 2 to 3 hours ish, maybe less, they actually responded back to my email, and they got back to me. So I would say the customer service experience is actually pretty good with these guys, at least from my general experience. Now, I do want to be upfront with you guys. I have been talking back and forth with Belay Mining because I like their customer service, and said, hey, thanks for, I appreciate you guys getting right on top of this, and you guys have great customer service. I appreciate how seamless and easy this was. And so actually we ended up talking a little bit more, and they actually offered to sponsor my channel. So this video today will be sponsored by Belay Mining. The only thing that I have is I just have an affiliate link, and if you guys want to purchase an iPollo, you guys can use my affiliate code, which will also give you $25 off, and it doesn't cost you any extra money. It just gives me a small kickback as a content creator, so that way I can maybe get new products in and use some of that funding to get some more exciting things in the channel itself. I just want to be kind of transparent with you guys and let you guys know what's happening. Let's check out the actual iPollo. Now, once again, I paid for this with my own money because I was initially buying it anyways before the sponsorship and everything. But so let's go over here to their miners, and let's go to their Mini ETC iPollos. So they have 3 different versions here, and this version is the version that I was interested in the most. How I kind of looked at this from a different perspective than just an ASIC, right, is essentially this is like a 3090, right, in a box. It does 130 mega hash, but for only a third of the wattage, right? So essentially 3090, but not only using like a third of the watts, right? So super efficient, right? 130 mega hash for like 110-ish watts, 115. It goes up and down as far as the wattage pull, but it's a great machine as far as efficiency goes. A lot of people though are, oh man, this thing has low memory, right? So this particular unit, we're going to click on it. So this particular unit has 3.6 gigabytes of VRAM. So that's something you guys will have to consider when you guys are moving forward as far as if you guys are wanting to purchase this, right? So according to MinerStat, if you want to come over here to their DAG size calculator, is approximately the estimated block date is going to be May 24th, 2024. So a little less than 2 years, like a year and 10 months. Okay, so I kind of want you to keep that in mind. We're almost able to do like 2 years, right? This is kind of how I'm thinking about this, right? And this is not financial advice. This is me trying to, expand, try to speculate for the future, right? Because that's what we're all doing right now. We're all just speculating. So we're over here at Coin Market Cap, and I want to I want you guys to see what the all-time high. I mean, look at this. This is, I think it was like 160 bucks because it even went even further, maybe 140. Like we'll call it 140 bucks, right? $140 was the all-time high for Ethereum Classic, okay? Now, let's head over to my Ether mine and let's see what this thing is making, every day and every month, right? It's making about 0.1 a day, right? Let's see how much we're making a month. We're making roughly 3 Ethereum Classic a month. Now, this number will probably most likely get cut in half as, as Ethereum goes to proof of, as the merge happens, right? But we don't know when that's going to happen. It can happen September, it could be October, who knows? It could be 2023. The markets are down. I would say that they don't have a lot of pressure right now they don't need to do it or have to do it. We're just going to use this math, right? And so I'm going to bring up the calculator, okay? So we have our calculator here, and let's say we're going to make 3 ETC a month, right? And let's say we do that for the next, we're going to say for the next 6 months, right? 3 times 6 is going to be 18. So that's 18 Ethereum Classic, 18 Ethereum Classic. So then we also have about another year and a half, right? I would say year and 4 months. So we're going to say, so that's 18. So now we're going to do 1.5 times 16, okay? That's 24 plus 16, okay? That's roughly 40 Ethereum Classic that this is going to mine, okay? So that's 40 ETC. Now I want you to take 40 and times it by the all-time high, because that's what we're speculating, right? This is potentially what it could be, or it could go even higher, right? Once again, not financial advice, but this is the possibility, okay? You're talking 5,600, right? And that's if your profitability gets cut in half, okay? If the profitability stays the same, okay, if it's 22 months times 3, right, you're going to get 66 times 140. That's $9,240 if your yields don't move, okay? That's like best case scenario. Maybe you could use the $5,600, okay? So we'll say 5,600 bucks. That's probably more realistic. Look at how much this machine costs. This machine costs 699 bucks, okay? You get $25 off, and it ended up, I think, being about the same price as this with my $25 off for you to ship it. So this is about what you're going to pay to get it shipped to your house if you use my promo code that I will leave linked down below in the description. Okay, so 700 bucks. So if that's 700 bucks, you're gonna, so we're gonna clear this to get 5,600. You're gonna 8 times your money in less than 2 years. Now, who might be interested in this besides just, I mean, of course, all miners might be interested in this, but somebody like me who lives in the desert and who has a lot of heat, right? I have lots of heat, and I can't have a lot of GPUs in my particular house, right, because of my cooling situation. This kind of machine is perfect for those people who maybe live in an apartment, or maybe they're limited on power, limited on airflow that they can move. These machines are very quiet. They produce almost no heat, right? It's not hot at all when it's moving the air through this ASIC. So it's very quiet, it's not loud, and does not produce heat. And it only consumes 100 watts, which is in this time right now, because efficiency is what's going to win you in the bear market. So let's also see though. Let's do a quick comparison though. 130 mega hash, right? We're gonna let's say we built a mining rig, okay? if you wanted 130 mega hash on Ethereum Classic, okay, let's build out a mining rig build that could pretty much do 130 mega hash ish, right? So we'll say 950 for a 3090 if you can find a great deal. I've seen them as low as this, right? So we'll say that, okay? We'll say you get a cheap motherboard. We'll say 120 bucks, okay, for a motherboard, because if you're only going to have this one card, then that's fine. 120 bucks motherboard, plus you need to have a CPU, right? At least 75 bucks plus 8 gigs of RAM. We'll say 30 bucks. Okay, hard drive 20 bucks. Power supply at least 80 bucks. These things are adding up, right? And then if you're GPU mining, you're also going to have to pay, depending on what operating system you use, right? Hive will give you one for free, and there's other ones that don't. So you might have to pay for that. But just look at, this is how much it's going to cost you about to get this amount of hash, but this is going to be triple the wattage, okay? I want you to think about that. Triple the wattage, so it's going to cost you more in power, okay? It's either 1,200 bucks or 700 bucks, and you don't even have to build it. You just plug it in and away it goes, all right? If you guys want a how-to video of this particular rig, of this ASIC, I can do that. They're pretty self-explanatory, but if you guys would like that, if I get 20 comments down below, I will do a how-to video on how to set this up, how to set up the Wi-Fi, and get this thing hashing. So if I get 20 comments. Now let's also consider, so we looked at the $5,600, right? So let's also look at what is this thing going to cost me for the year and let's say 10 months to run this particular machine, right? So we'll say you're at 10 cents because that's not, we'll say the national average is actually 14. So we're going to say 15 cents, right? We will say 15 cents is what you're going to be paying on this machine. You might be less, you might be 8, you might be 20, you might be whatever, but I'm just saying 15, okay? 15 cents per kilowatt. Say 15. So we got to figure out our math. So it uses, we'll say 120 watts. Okay, divided by 1,000 kilowatts in an hour, right? Times 24 hours a day. So it's using about 2.88 kilowatt hours, okay? A day. So we're going to times that by 0.15 because that's 15 cents per kilowatt hour. So this is essentially going to run you at 43 cents a day. We're going to then do, we'll times it by 30. I know there's more months. Sometimes there's 31 30s and, you know, whatever. But we'll just say an average of 30, right? We'll times it by 30. Roughly, it's going to cost you 13 bucks a month to run this thing per month. And now we're going to times it by 22 months, right? Because we've got about a year and 10 months. So your total all in for electric is going to be $285 that you're going to have to hold. Let's take our $285.12. We're going to take our $5,600 minus the $700 for the machine minus the $285.12. This is what your potential profit could be. It could even get even higher if Ethereum Classic goes, you know, even further when the next bull run happens. It's just speculation. Once again, not financial advice. I wanted to show you the 3090, what it's going to consume in power, because it's going to be at least 300 watts. I'm going to say 350 for the motherboard and everything, right? We'll say 350. So 350 watts divided by 1,000 times 24 times 0.15. That's going to cost you $1.26 a day times 30 days times 22. It's going to cost you $831, right? Plus the other initial 1,200 bucks, right? So plus 1,200 bucks. I think it was 1,275. We'll say 1,200. $2,000. Take 5,600 minus 2,000. Okay, you're going to make $1,000 more possibly by switching to the iPollo. That is a huge difference in profit. As well as if you keep that Now, the other flip of the coin though is you can keep the 3090 for longer and mine on many, many more coins, right? It just depends on how you want to, how much cost and how much you want to hold, right? You're definitely going to hold a lot more in the electric on the 3090 side. So anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. I just want to give a little bit of a perspective on these iPollo ASICs and what my thought process is for these little machines. So once again, thank you to Belay Mining for sponsoring my channel. There will be an affiliate code down below. Once again, that doesn't cost you guys anything. It just gives me a small kickback. This is the Mining King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.